only thing you want.
I've been a massive fan of the Justice League cartoons since my childhood. I first binged every episode of Justice League and Justice League Unlimited back when I was in 7th grade, and let me tell you, that show was the peak of the DCAU in the 90s, coming in just behind Batman the Animated Series. The stories were so vivid, I felt like I was reading a comic book on my TV, and not many shows today can match that level of entertainment. The series finale, Destroyer, stands out as one of the most ambitious and consequential episodes in the entire DC animated universe. When it aired on May 13, 2006, it wrapped up the immediate threat of Darkseid's invasion and closed a character arc we'd been following for seasons. The central mystery of what really happened to Darkseid and Lex Luthor after they vanished with the AntiLife Equation has kept fans like us talking ever since. In today's video, we'll be diving into the deeper cosmological implications behind their disappearance and uncover what it means for the DCAU.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Yes.
The AntiLife Equation, DC's ultimate weapon. To understand the fate of Darkseid and Lex Luthor in Destroyer, we must first comprehend the nature of the AntiLife Equation itself. Originally created by legendary artist Jack Kirby as part of his Fourth World mythology, the AntiLife Equation represents far more than a simple weapon. It's a mathematical proof of the futility of existence and free will. The equation strips away passion, individuality, freedom, and the will to live, leaving behind what one might call a lifeless cocoon ready for reprogram. In the DC Comics universe, the AntiLife Equation has been described as mathematical proof that life is meaningless and empty, demonstrating that no matter what one does with life, it amounts to nothing. The equation allows complete domination of the mind by whoever possesses it, making it the ultimate tool for cosmic domination. As explained in various DC sources, the equation derives its name from the principle that if someone possesses absolute control over you, you're not really alive. Darkseid's obsession with the AntiLife Equation stems from his ultimate goal of universal domination. Rather than conquering worlds one by one through brute force, the equation would allow him to instantly transform any sentient being into an unthinking servant simply by exposing them to its mathematical proof. This represents the perfect realization of Darkseid's philosophy, that freedom is an illusion and that all existence should serve his will.
Behold the Source Wall.
The Source Wall Journey, Metron's Warning, and Luthor's Gambit. The pivotal sequence in Destroyer begins when the mysterious figure Metron appears during the climactic battle between the Justice League and Darkseid's forces. Metron, identified as a new god and a seeker of knowledge who travels through space and time in his cosmic chair, recognizes the severity of the situation and makes an unprecedented decision to intervene directly. Metron transports Lex Luthor to the Source Wall, which lies at the edge of the universe in the Promethean galaxy. The Source Wall serves as a barrier protecting the Source, the cosmic force that's the origin of everything that exists. This massive structure appears as a wall made of stone bodies, the remains of those who attempted to breach it and reach the source beyond. The warning Metron gives Luthor is crucial to understanding what follows. Only a 12th level intellect has the slightest hope of surviving what you're about to experience. Luthor's confident response, "Then I'm overqualified," demonstrates both his supreme arrogance and, surprisingly, his actual capability. The term 12th level intellect in the DC cosmology refers to evolved beings of extraordinary intelligence, with Brainiac serving as perhaps the most famous example. What Luthor experiences beyond the Source Wall is the acquisition of the complete AntiLife Equation. This represents a transcendental moment where Luthor gains access to cosmic knowledge that would destroy lesser minds. The screaming heard as Luthor undergoes this experience suggests the tremendous ordeal involved in surviving direct contact with such ultimate cosmic truth.
My gift to you.
The final confrontation, Gift of Ultimate Knowledge. When Luthor returns to face Darkseid, he carries with him the one thing the new god of evil has sought above all else throughout his existence. The AntiLife Equation, which Luthor describes to Darkseid as the only thing you want, represents the fulfillment of Darkseid's cosmic ambitions. The moment Darkseid touches the equation and both characters disappear in a massive energy wave marks not their destruction, but their transformation. The visual presentation of their disappearance, accompanied by all of Darkseid's forces withdrawing from Earth, suggests a fundamental change in the cosmic order rather than a simple death. This interpretation gains credibility when examined through the lens of DC's cosmology and creator statements about the character's ultimate fate. Creator Insights: Dwayne McDuffie's Revelations. Writer and story editor Dwayne McDuffie, who crafted the Destroyer finale, provides crucial insight into the true fate of Darkseid and Luthor. According to McDuffie, both characters achieved what they ultimately wanted: ultimate knowledge and elevation to a higher calling. Most significantly, McDuffie confirmed that Lex Luthor and Darkseid ended up becoming part of the Source Wall after they vanished. This revelation transforms the apparent confrontation into something far more profound, a cosmic apotheosis where both characters transcend their previous existence. Rather than being destroyed by the AntiLife Equation, they become integrated with the fundamental structure of reality itself. This fate aligns with DC's cosmological concepts, where the Source Wall serves as both barrier and repository for those who seek ultimate knowledge. McDuffie's confirmation adds layers of meaning to Luthor's sacrifice. While appearing to save humanity from Darkseid, Luthor simultaneously achieves his own form of immortality and cosmic significance. Both characters, in their own ways, get exactly what they've always sought. Darkseid obtains the AntiLife Equation and ultimate power, while Luthor gains knowledge and importance that transcends his mortal existence. DCAU connections and broader implications. The events of Destroyer carry significant implications throughout the DC animated universe. The episode represents the culmination of storylines that began as early as Superman the Animated Series, where Darkseid was first introduced as Superman's cosmic nemesis. The Apocalypse storyline that runs through multiple DCAU series reaches its ultimate conclusion with this cosmic resolution. The Source Wall concept, while originating in Jack Kirby's comics, received its animated debut in Justice League Unlimited. This introduction of cosmic DC mythology into the animated universe expanded the scope of the DCAU beyond Earthbound adventures into truly universal themes. The episode's exploration of concepts like 12th level intellects and cosmic transcendence brought the animated universe in line with the most sophisticated elements of DC's Fourth World mythology. Furthermore, the episode's resolution provides closure for one of the DCAU's longest-running antagonistic relationships. Darkseid's pursuit of the AntiLife Equation, which had driven much of his conflict with Superman and the Justice League, reaches its ultimate conclusion not through defeat but through fulfillment. This represents a sophisticated narrative choice that avoids simple good versus evil resolutions in favor of cosmic transformation. Fan theories and interpretations. The ambiguous nature of Darkseid and Luthor's fate has generated extensive fan discussion and theorizing within the DCAU community. One prevalent theory suggests that their integration into the Source Wall represents a form of cosmic imprisonment rather than apotheosis. Under this interpretation, both characters achieve their desires, but at the cost of being frozen in eternal contemplation of ultimate truth, unable to act upon their knowledge. Another theory proposes that Luthor's sacrifice was not entirely altruistic, but represented his final gambit to achieve equality with gods. By providing Darkseid with the AntiLife Equation, Luthor ensures his own participation in cosmic transcendence. This reading suggests that Luthor's apparent heroism masks a deeper selfishness. He would rather become part of the cosmic order than remain a mere mortal, even if it means enabling Darkseid's ultimate goal. Some fans interpret the ending as suggesting that Darkseid and Luthor continue to exist within the Source Wall, potentially maintaining their consciousness being integrated into the barrier that protects reality. This theory draws on comic book precedents where beings absorbed into the Source Wall remain aware but immobilized, serving as both prisoners and guardians of cosmic knowledge. The most optimistic fan interpretation suggests that both characters' exposure to the Source transforms them beyond their previous limitations, potentially redeeming them through cosmic enlightenment. Under this reading, their integration into the Source Wall represents evolution rather than punishment, suggesting that ultimate knowledge brings understanding that transcends previous conflicts. The episode's ending, with Wonder Woman declaring "the adventure continues," positions this cosmic resolution not as an ending, but as a transformation that opens new possibilities. The Justice League's survival and continued mission suggest that while cosmic threats may evolve, the need for heroes remains constant. This brings us to the end of our video, and yes, the explanation is a bit of a nothing burger, but it would be awesome to see these characters come back in a new series like X-Men 97, but for the Justice League, where we get to see a continuation of a legendary animated 90s series. So we're going to keep talking about it and hoping that keeps happening, but if you liked what you saw here, please drop a sub for us and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and have a marvelous day.